don't know of any black-owned beauty supply stores.
No, not out here in California, no. Any black-owned? Yeah. No.
I know of one online black-owned beauty supply store.
Well, at that time, in 1993, there was not that many beauty supplies, in Oakland. And when I look around and I see the need at that time, I was expecting to make it big, but because there was only few stores, and there's a lot of people who needs this kind of product.
Before you buy something here, I want to make sure that you understand what you're buying. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I still do hair, and I've been that for 30 years now. So I definitely wouldn't have you put anything in your hair that I wouldn't put in your hair.
I love making natural products. I had a store that I opened up and at the end of 2011. It was not the best fit for me, so I ended up closing it. I do also make products for the hair salons, for hairstylists. I have my products in different stores across California.
But most of the beauty supplies right now looks like they are from the same ethnic group, mainly Koreans. Distributors and the wholesalers are mainly also from the same group. So I think they have an advantage.
A 10-block radius, per se. Like the next one for me is Beauty Pies. I think it's on Alcatraz in San Pablo. They want you to be separate enough so that they can distribute more. But so they wouldn't necessarily sell to another beauty supply that was 2 blocks down.
People who were selling me the product did not look like me and were actually advising me or trying to advise me on what I should be using. And honestly, I felt like they didn't know what they were talking about.
I would shop at a beauty supply that is African American owned before I would go to Asian or any other race, simply because they know what we go through with our hair, from it breaking out to it growing back to restoration and everything.
When I was a child here in Oakland, everything was black owned. The doctors were black, the pastors were black, the judges were black, the police was black, everybody was black. Everybody that owned the stores were black.
People had to go to the black doctor, they had to go to the black grocery store, they had to go to these places because they weren't allowed in other places. And as soon as integration happened, I can go over here, and a lot of the black businesses died off because we felt like, we did it because we had to do it, but once, it became a thing where we didn't have to do it anymore, we started buying somewhere else, which is why the black dollar does not stay in the black community.
In the 80s and 90s, hair was booming. But again, so was crack. And I keep going right there because somewhere in there, everybody dropped the ball. They had that business, they had that home. The parents either died or fell to a victim themselves. The kids was left the home or the business. They didn't have any skills to keep that business. They lost it.
It would have been better if there's a different ethnic groups who are in this business, so there will be a competition, so they can, good for it. But it looks like right now it's a certain group only dominate this kind of business, and eventually later on it's going to be just one group, and they can maybe price fixation or something like that. There won't be that many competitions,
More established communities like the East Coast, the South, where people are used to buying from black people, they have better successes with business. Because I have a business sense. It's not like I don't know how to be in business and don't know how to do business. But are my folks and come and buy from me? And so I feel like I go above and beyond for my customer because I really believe that that's really important, to treat people with respect So, and I think that's why I'm still in business after all these years, you know, in California, you know, but it's definitely challenging.
Come, just look. I don't care if you buy or you don't buy. Just acknowledge that I'm here. This is a customer. She's been here, you know, forever and a day.
Prices are very reasonable.
Yeah, so look, I am an advocate of the beauty supply, but this hair I bought offline. So a lot of women nowadays are buying hair offline. They're not really going to the beauty supplies.
I have an online website. It's www.ioba.com. That's yoba.com.
I have my 8 grandchildren. I tell them, you can have and do whatever you want to do. Nobody's going to stop you but you.
I really think it's important to support local businesses, not just black-owned businesses, but local business, period. Small businesses have exactly the same thing that you would need from any big chain. We should keep our money in our community. It's something we have to do as, you know, coming together and supporting one another, because if we don't support each other, nobody will.
Whether you're flat or whether you have a little hump, but you have that certain dress that makes you look a little flat. And you go, oh, if I could have a little hump, that's what it does. Just right there. Just close it up.
I really try to make products that people can use for more than one thing, because I know that money is, you know, tight, you know, sometimes. And I also feel like, you know, people should be able to afford to treat themselves well.
And then there's just 3 bundles. I could like pull this off and stuff, and I could like move it. So yeah, it's like a wig that I made custom. I was just bored, so